Dual nature of radiation and matter. Electron emission. At room temperature, the free electrons move randomly within the conductor, but they don't leave the surface of the conductor due to attraction of positive charge. Some external energy is required to emit electrons from a metal surface. Minimum energy is required to emit the electrons which are just on the surface of the conductor. This minimum energy is called the work function phi e of the conductor. The work function depends on the properties of the metal and the nature of its surface. The energy required to liberate an electron from metal surface can be supplied in different ways, leading to different types of electron emission as discussed below. First, thermionic emission. The energy to the free electron can be given by heating the metal. The electrons so emitted are called thermions and the process thermionic emission. Second, field emission. The process of emission of free electrons when a strong electric field above 10 to the power 8 volt per meter is applied across the metal surface is called field emission. This is also called cold emission. Third, secondary emission. Emission. Now, photoelectric emission. The emission of electrons when a light of suitable frequency is incident on a metal surface is known as photoelectric emission. The electrons so emitted are called photoelectrons. 1 electron volt unit of energy equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 joule, where W equals to Q into EV, about 1.6 into 10 to the 19, 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 joule. 1 electron volt is the energy gained by electron when it has been accelerated by a potential difference of 1 volt. Photoelectric effect. When light of suitable frequency is incident on metal surface, electrons are ejected from the metal. This phenomenon is called photoelectric effect. First observed by Heinrich Hertz in 1887. Detailed investigation by Halbach and Lenard. Wilhelm Halbach and Lenard observation 1886 and 1902. It is a negatively zinc charge plate and a ultraviolet rays is incident on it. Now emitted negatively charged particles, photoelectrons. So it becomes after some time zinc plate become positively charged due to emission of negative charged particles. Leonard observation. Experimental study of photoelectric effect. This is a discharge tube. This is a collector plate. This is a photosensitive plate. This is color filter. This is color filter. Quartz window. Emitter plate. And it is these two cathode plates are connected with a battery. And this is a micrometer. This is voltmeter. This is variable. To vary the potential difference. The measures PD voltage measures the potential difference between emitter and collector plate. Microampere. This is the microampere measures the current in the circuit. A color filter colored glass is used to separate different colors. Separate different wavelengths of light. This is the color plate, and this is the source of light where light is coming to strike this plate. Purpose of experiment arrangement: to study the variation of photo current with A. The intensity of radiation. B. Frequency of incident radiations. C. The potential difference between the plates A and C. And D. The nature of the material of plate C. A. Effect of intensity of light on photocurrent. This is a arrangement for photoelectric effect. This is a metal where light is striking and electron is emitted, which is measured by this microampere. And this arrangement is for voltage, varying voltage and varying voltage. This is the battery of the connected with this system. A simplified figure is here shown. Now let's study the experimental techniques. Effect of intensity of light on photocurrent. Fixed potential between A and C. That is, first we fix the potential difference between A and C. That is this potential, and between this potential difference is fixed. A is made positive and C is made negative. Fixed frequency of light. For it, take single colored light. Now we have to fix the frequency of light, so we have to take the single color light, so we use color filter. So only one color light pass through this window and strike the metal plate. Vary intensity of incident light on the target, for which we can move the near and far the source. Now we have to vary the intensity of light on the striking these plates. So for this we have to move the source near to the plate, or away from the this colored this system. Observation. Now from this experiment we have get observation which is discussed here. The photocurrent increases linearly with intensity. The photocurrent is directly proportional to the number of photoelectrons emitted per second. This implies that the number of photoelectrons emitted per second is directly proportional to the intensity of light. From this experiment we get this uh, this result we have got from this experiment. That is, when we increase the intensity of light, the current in the circuit increases. It means that photoelectrons has increased, that is emitted photoelectrons has increased. Now B. Effect of potential on photoelectric current. For it we have to fix the frequency of incident light, that is we have to choose a single colored light, and have to fix the intensity of light, that is light source I have to keep that fixed distance, that is light source we do not move the light source, so intensity will be constant. And vary potential of A, that is increase or decrease with respect to, for it variable potential is used, potential meter is here. Only in this case we have only to vary the potential, and we have to see the what is we are getting the result. Now observation. From this condition we have following observation. As we increase the positive potential of A with respect to C, the current in circuit increases, that is linearly, and acquired a maximum value, that is called saturation current. Further increment of potential in A does not increase the current. Now we apply the negative retarding potential to the plate A with respect to emitter plate C. Now Increasing the retarding potential, we see that current is decreases and becomes zero at a given negative potential of A. This potential is called a stopping potential. When the potential of A is reversed, the electrons are repelled and only the most energetic electrons are able to reach the collector A. When we increase the negative potential of A, the most energetic electrons are also stopped to reach the collector plate A and photocurrent decreases to zero. Thus, for a particular frequency of incident radiation, the minimum negative potential or retarding potential V naught given to the plate A for which the photocurrent stops or becomes zero is called the cutoff or a stopping potential. All the photoelectrons emitted from the metal do not have the same energy. Photocurrent is zero when the stopping potential is sufficient to repel even the most energetic photoelectrons with the maximum kinetic energy Kmax. So that Kmax equals to E into V naught or 1 by 2, this implies 1 by 2 m V square max equals to E V naught, or V max is equal to under root 2 E V naught by m. Here frequency is fixed, and here we see that if we vary the intensity, vary potential varies. Now we can repeat this experiment with incident radiation of the same frequency but of higher intensity. That is I2 and I3. I3 is greater than I2 is greater than. Now the saturation current has higher value. This shows that more electrons are being emitted per electrons emitted in proportional to the intensity of light. But the stopping potential remains the same as that for the incident radiation of intensity I1 as shown graphically. Thus, for a given frequency of the incident radiation, the stopping potential is independent of intensity. Effect of frequency of incident radiation on stopping potential. Here this is shown. The frequency, we have fixed the frequency of photon, and we get the current like this. If we increase the photocurrent, this is the collector plate potential. If we increase the plate potential, then current in circuit also increases, and at time reaches where it becomes saturated. After that it does not increases, and that point is called that maximum current is called saturation current. And for different intensity we get different saturation current, and we if we increase the intensity of light, the saturated current also increases, but the all for all intensity stopping potential is same, that is retarding potential is same. Now see the effect of frequency of incident radiation on stopping potential. In this case, we have to vary the frequency and we have to fix the intensity and vary the potential of A. And we will get the flowing graph. This is the collector plate potential, the potential of A. And we are varying the photoelectric current, means that we are we have a fixed frequency but fixed intensity. As we vary the potential of A, the different frequency of light gets same saturation current. Because intensity have a fixed.